Wow, those seats, absolutely crazy. This is the new BMW XM, the first ever of its kind, the new flagship of BMW M. This is BMW's first attempt at a high-performance hybrid SUV. With their new S68 V8, this vehicle outputs over 700 horsepower and is capable of reaching speeds that are completely non-legal here in the US, but limited to 190 miles per hour nonetheless. When creating this vehicle, BMW had one thing in mind: a design that is extremely aggressive and an interior that is so elegant. When you sit in it, it's a special occasion every time you go on a drive. But with the exterior, we have to acknowledge a few things. The front design is bold, it's eye-catching, it makes impressions that will last a lifetime. Aggressive front bumpers finished in black with the all-new glow-in-the-dark kidney grille. This iconic light is now part of the daytime running lights during the day and of course at night when the headlights are on. With all real air intakes to feed air into the engine, the oil coolers, the intercoolers, the charge pipes, everything you might can think of. The design itself is aggressive and retains that BMW M formula of one of the most aggressive driving machines to date. And of course, going down to the side, you can see the side profile is very broad. Super broad shoulders in the rear. A line that continues throughout the entire car to tie in to the Hofmeister kink in the back. With big 22-inch wheels and 6-piston brake calipers, capable of bringing this car to a stop in a matter of seconds, no matter the situation. Of course, if you wanted, you could even upgrade to 23-inch wheels. And all the black trim helps tie in the look of sport design with black mirrors, black elements for the doors and window trim. On top of that, we have black side skirts to tie in with the black wheel arches. And then of course, a view that most of your competition will be looking at when you drive away from them is the rear. The rear taillights are finished in high gloss black. This gives a more aggressive design, especially for the cutout of the lights having a smoke design. So when they're off, they have a white look to them, as if they're completely non-existent. But when the vehicle is on and driving, they're illuminated in this nice red material. And of course, the rear bumper is super aggressive, tying in the front and the back perfectly. With high gloss black rear bumper inserts, rear diffuser, and the quad exhaust system, which is completely real, no fakery here, is stacked instead of next to each other laterally. This is the XM Label Red. This is the even faster version of the XM, and you can tell it's a Label Red with the red badging on the side. This is also noticeable on the front kidney grille. But with a bold design means bold colors, and BMW did not fall short on any of them available ready on the XM. This is Sepia Metallic, a nice light faded purple with gold embedded into the metallic features so that in the sunlight, it's totally different. And this is one of many that you can get on the XM here at BMW Carlsbad. Any color you want, we'll make it come true, especially with our BMW individual bespoke color palettes. Over 100 different colors to choose from on any car that you want. And the best part is, on the XM, Sepia Metallic is included, free of charge. But with a bold design means that we need a bold interior. It doesn't need to be bold in terms of angular and aggressive. No, BMW thought that it needed to be elegant, a special occasion every time you get in the car to go on a drive. And well, the only way to show off that fact is getting in the XM. Oh, I love this interior. It's the best that there is, and it can't beat the competition. Why? Because there are so many driver features that make this car so good. You have a one-piece display focused for the driver with iDrive 8.5, ready to go right out of the box. It's super fast and easy to use, and it's not inconvenient, even if the climate controls are embedded in the display. On top of that, You have a full digital driver's cluster that's dedicated for the driver to show vital information about the vehicle, especially when you're driving it aggressively. We also have satin finish carbon fiber with the M colors embedded in it. So in the sunlight, you see a little bit of red, a little bit of light blue, and a little bit of dark blue in the carbon fiber weave. On top of that, we have full merino leather. This is one of the most exclusive leathers that we make, super soft to the touch and very luxurious. And it smells really, really good. But the real party trick of this car is, sure, the driving experience for the driver. Yes, that's true. But if you're a passenger, the ultimate driving experience doesn't have to be just for the driver, no. Simply look up at the 3D geometric roof. This roof has a 3D pattern in it, so at night you have a beautiful design to look at. It brings back to the digital art moments that we have with our vehicles and our marketing team. And so with that, you get an experience that no other car can provide, only a BMW. Optionally equipped with the BMW XM is the Bowers & Wilkins Diamond Surround Sound System. This has real diamonds embedded in the speakers themselves to help with noise distortion, so no matter how loud you crank the stereo, the clarity will always be there. The speakers are even in the roof themselves to help with surround sound. It just makes it that much of a better experience to be in the XM. And in the XM as well, the subwoofers are embedded in the floor under the seats so that you feel the bass in the seat rather than feeling it in the door. So moving the subwoofer down on the floor makes the experience that much better. Being an SUV, having sporty features is a little bit questionable in the car world, but BMW engineered the XM to be track ready. And that's not a lie. This vehicle can do some really good track times. And it feels like a car more than an SUV. And again, it's not just for the driver, but for the passengers as well. That was the goal here with BMW. So whether you're in the passenger seat or the rear seats, you'll be able to have fun because the exhaust note that this car can create is unparalleled to any of the competition. The 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8, its engine code named S68, is still the same V8 from previous generations. Only nothing is the same. Different pistons, different turbos, different valves, different tune. And especially paired with the mild hybrid system, it packs a punch. So when you're in the car, you really feel like you're at a roller coaster. As mentioned before, the BMW XM is not just an engined vehicle. It has a hybrid system embedded in it. You can tell by the orange wiring behind the engine right here. This is the S68, a twin-turbocharged V8 pushing over 700 horsepower with hybrid assist. With the hybrid motor alone, you can get over 50 miles of electric-only range. So, if you're going to work or the shops and you don't want to use your gas engine, simply just put it in electric mode and the vehicle will leave quietly. That is one of the greatest features that the XM can have, is although it's a very loud and obnoxious style vehicle, it can be very subtle and under the radar. And that is one of the things that BMW likes to do. Although they create these cars that can do things that no one really could ever imagine, they're also really good at being unnoticeable. And at BMW Carlsbad, we want to make the experience like no other before. We want to make it feel very personal. And that's what we do here, especially with all of our cars. Not even just the XM. But the only real way to experience this car is to come and see it for yourself. Because, as we always say, nothing can beat the ultimate driving machine.